Hello everyone. I am just making sure that I have got everything where I need it to go. Hello and welcome. I am just going to test a couple screens here. Everything looks good. Okay. Perfect. I think I am live on YouTube. I got a thumbs up. Hello, Gail. And I think I am live on Facebook and YouTube right now. So that is perfect. So hello everyone, my name is Sue Phillip. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Victoria, BC, and I am very excited today to share with you the first of let's see here, I think I've got 3 or 4 free kind of tutorial classes that I'm going to be running in September. So September is all about you guys and being grateful for you guys tuning in here with me, whether it's for my Sunday morning step ups, my bright and early Thursday morning 5-minute cards, and everything in between, joining my classes and all those amazing things that you guys do to support and also allow me to share what I love to do. So I wanted to pop on and do these classes with you during the month of September. You will find 2 more classes that are coming up. Oh, I have a bee that's decided to join me. That's nice. um, that are coming up on a Friday. So the next 2 Fridays, I will also be featuring a 3 p.m. class. I had asked for some suggestions for next Friday, and the winning suggestion was different things that you can do with embossing folders. So that will be next Friday, and then the Friday after that, I'm going to do some fun creating different ideas that you can take a 6x6 sheet of pattern paper and create with those. Okay, so you've got a few things to look forward to for sure. Today I am working with, I'm going to see if I can get through all of these cards for you, but it was hard for me to cut it down to, I've got 5 different stamp sets I'm going to be working with, and I am going to be walking you through just some kind of fun, easy techniques. Some of them you may have tried, some of them may be new to you, and some of them may just be a reminder of, I did try that masking technique like years ago and I haven't used it since. So I am going to be featuring masking today. Probably for the next hour that you're with me, I'm going to walk you through 5 different cards. If I get to all 5, I hope so. And using some quick and easy masking techniques to a few more that use, some of our blending brushes, our masking paper, and some of our decorative masks. Okay, but we're going to start off really simple, just some ink, some paper, and you're going to see what you can actually do with just ink and paper to really add some depth to your cards. Okay, are we ready? I am ready. Give me the thumbs up if you're ready. We are going to get going. I have got a couple things to give away during today because I love to give stuff away. I have got a package here of masking paper, and we're going to use that today a couple times, and I'm going to divide it up. There's 12 sheets in here, so I'm going to give away probably 3 or 4 sheets to a few people, and then you guys can try some masking, as well as I had another thing here to give away. Oh yes, one of my Fun Fold classes. Okay, so and a set of decorative masks. So I'm going to be giving a few things as we go, but let's have a look at the stamp sets I'm going to feature today. Okay, so for today I have got a little variety for sure. I'm going to start with some inked and tiled, and we're going to do a little feature with that one. And then I could not resist using these adorable giraffes. I love giraffes. So I am going to use those on a card for some masking. We're going to have some fun with our very cute polar bears here. And a reminder, let's see, we are the 8th. You got 2 more days if you have not already signed up for my card club. I have got, I think, 4. I ordered some extra supplies just in case, so I have enough for 4 more people to join there if you want to join me in October. This one here, love it, and just had not used it yet. I was waiting for a special moment. Today is that moment. And then we're going to see if we get to some autumn leaves as well. Okay, so I'm going to jump in and we are going to learn some quick and easy ways to use masking. Okay, so we're going to start off with the inked and tiled. And let's see how we do here. I just want to make sure I can see all of my comments. If you guys have any questions, please let me know as we go along. But we're going to start off with this little ink combo here. I have got Calypso Coral Lost Lagoon and a little Early Espresso. I have got a couple layers. So I have got just a little piece of Very Vanilla, and this measures 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, so the first technique for masking, I want to show you that you can do some masking with just simply nothing fancy. I've got a sheet here of photocopy paper, okay, and it measures the same size as the paper that I'm going to be working with. And I want to show you that you can create something fabulous and unique simply with a piece of photocopy paper. Are we ready for it? We're going to jump in. I hope there is some moments here today for you. As I was trying to choose which stamp sets and things to use, I had so many ideas that were flooding into my head that I had to just stay focused and try and pick just a few. So here we go. So we are putting a little hole in the middle of just our photocopy paper, and I'm just going to simply rip. Everybody can do this one, right? So I want you guys to try. In fact, I'm going to give you a challenge. I love doing little challenges. We haven't done one for a while. So if you want to partake in the challenge and you want to try out even just one of these techniques, okay? Everyone has photocopy paper, some ink, and so you can do this one. Okay, for sure. And you might want to try some of the other ones, but I want you to just kind of give one of these techniques or easy masking a try. Post what you've made in the comments. And I have got a set of decorative masks here that I will draw for on, let's see, I'll give you to next Friday to create something with masks and post it. Okay, all right, so I've got my hole. Doesn't look like too much yet. I'm going to get in a little tiny bit of washi tape, and I just want to make sure that these papers are going to behave and stay together, so I'm going to just tape it top and bottom. Okay, I'm having a good time here seeing where everyone is joining in from. If you are joining in, let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to know. Okay, and maybe whether you've tried masking before or not. You've probably tried it of, some level of masking, I'm sure. Okay, so we've got our piece here all taped up. I'm going to bring in Lost Lagoon. Okay, I'm going to grab one of my blending brushes. So this is one of the items you're going to either need a little dauber, perhaps, okay, some masking, something to mask, but then also some brushes, or maybe you have some sponges. something to add a little bit of color. If you wanted to, you could simply stamp over this hole and you could just mask a stamped image. But I'm going to add a little color in there first. So I'm going to go ahead with, actually, let's get out this one. I want a bigger one for this. A little bit of, like I said, Lost Lagoon. And I'm going to add just a little bit of color. Okay. So you want to start when you're blending, start from the edges and kind of work your way in. If you're using photocopy paper, you just want to kind of definitely tack it down and make sure that it's not moving too much on you, because it is thin and it can move a little bit. So you have to adjust your fingers just a little bit. Okay. There we go. I think that is perfect, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to keep it masked, all right? I never tried masking. Yay! Love it. You are going to want to get trying some of these techniques out for sure. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to take my main image and I am simply going to go in with a darker color. I've chosen to use Early Espresso. I want to do almost like a silhouette on here, and I could use black, but I want to keep the colors a little bit warmer, so I am going to use Early Espresso, and I'm going to stamp my image just right over like this. Let's see, I want to see, you know what, I'm going to switch it up so that I've got more space up top here for my flowers. Okay, and I'm going to stamp. Ready? Okay, looking good. Okay, so that is the basis of this mask technique, okay? The nice thing is that you are going to get a totally different result each time, because you're never going to be tearing the paper the exact same way each time. You can definitely use this mask again if you're happy with what the tear is, and you can use this mask over and over again to get that same shape, but the shading will always be slightly different. Now I'm going to bring in, we could finish this off two different ways. We could add a little bit of paper and a greeting on one of these punch outs. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it very simple, because I want this to be something that you can do very easily. So I'm going to start by just stamping an image or a greeting down here. So I think I'm going to do a little happy birthday, and we'll see if we add any other patterns to this or not. We may just leave it as is, because I think that it looks beautiful just the way that it is. I'm going to add with a little Calypso Coral. So I'm going to add a little color down here. Just make sure that my stamp is nice and straight. And I'm going to add this right down here. Just like that. Simple, beautiful. We're going to add a little bit of embellishments, of course, to add a little sprinkle of color. Let's see. Let's use our little rustic dots. I think are beautiful. Let's go 1, 2, and a little tiny one down here. And we are going to add it to, whoop, making a mess already. We're going to add it to, let's see, do we want to add coral or keep the blue with the pop? I think I'm going to keep this because it's a little bit more subtle, and I'm going to add it onto here. Okay, and this is how we're going to finish off this card. So this quick and easy masking, like I said, anyone can do this one. Photocopy paper, rip a little hole. You don't even have to add, you know, a little bit of shading. If you wanted, you could just stamp your image and make sure you pick something that stamps over the edge so that you're masking it off, right? Look at how pretty that is. I'm going to add this little piece right here, just to add a little bit of color. We're going to put it right here, like this. Okay. Blue with a pop. Love it. Okay. Yep, I like that. Let's add some dimension. And there is our quick and easy masking. Okay. All right. Who thinks they can give that one a try? I think that you can all come up with something beautiful. And the nice thing is that the looks are endless because you just pick different colors and you pick different stamps and have some fun with it. Okay, I'm going to pop that just like that. Okay, so there we have very simple little ripped mask like that with a little pop of color. Little happy birthday. Okay, so that is first quick and easy technique. All right, shall we move on to our next one? Now I'm gonna have to switch over everything here as I go because I've got so many things to show you. In fact, you guys will laugh. I've got, I'm gonna see if I can add myself up in the corner here. We'll see. Maybe. It might switch here for a second. Let's see, I'm gonna add. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Hello. I just wanted to bring myself up here so you guys could see me, but that's okay. You're gonna see my hands. So I have so many different things lined up. I had to actually get some of my chairs that I use for my workshops, and I have got all the products lined up for each card that I'm doing. I've done a little bit of pre-work because today we're focusing just on those fabulous techniques. And for the next one, I'm going to do something similar, only this time what I did is I used one of our dies. So these are the deckled circle dies, and they just give this beautiful kind of organic looking edge to them. So I thought that would be perfect for our giraffes. So I'm going to start by, I've got a little timber texture on here in gray, basic gray, and I went and I cut the circle with my deckled die, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tape again. Okay, I've got just a white piece of basic white underneath here, and I'm going to go in this time. I've got my colors all ready to go here. I'm going to go in a little bit with Old Olive. Okay, so let's see what this is going to look like. I'm excited because I have not used, we're going to use, let's see here, we're going in for this one with the giraffe, the Sweet and Precious, and this is the first time I've used this stamp set. I got it during the stamp sale that we had because I love the image. I was lucky enough to get a chance to see some giraffes running around just in the field and stuff when we went to Disney World many years ago for a dental convention, and we went to Animal Kingdom. And you could go on this safari, and literally in front of us were these giraffes. They were absolutely gorgeous. A mom and a couple babies, and they were just running with these big long legs, and just to watch them was so cool. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm focusing around the edge. So one of my bucket list things that I would love to do, of course, would be a safari. We'll see if that ever happens, but I would love to be able to see more out in the wild here. I'm just going to get rid of that noise there. Hope I didn't lose anybody. Okay, so next I meant to put my do not disturb on. Sorry about that. I'm going to take my giraffe and I'm going to stamp it right in the center here with the basic gray. Let's see here. Giraffe, hold her. Oh my goodness. Oh, Joe. She was just saying that your daughter, when she was little, Giraffe ended up pulling her hair a little bit thinking it was hay. Oh. All right, so I am going to put this giraffe right in the center. And just like that. Look. So cute. I wish I had done it a little bit farther up. Let's see. I'm going to go with it for now, but I would put it up so we just have both the mother. I'm going to see where it cuts off. I thought my circle was down a little bit. Not quite. I'm going to do a quick little flip. I'm going to show you this one, but I might flip it. Okay, so there you can see how this masks it beautifully, but I do want to have two sides to every paper, everyone. Just give it a flip, and we are going to add a little bit of green because I think we need to have mama and baby in the center. Don't you agree? I think so. We got time. We got time. I've done lots of prep for the other ones, but I think we definitely need them both in the center. So I'm just going to quickly mask a little bit more green around the edges, and we are going to go for it one more time with the basic gray. Let's see. I got to aim a little bit better here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take a little look this way, move it over, move the baby up, mama up. I think that's better right there. Let's see if we got them both. Oh yeah, that is much better. That was worth the restamp. Okay. So now that we've got this gorgeous detailed stamp on here, and it was hard to pick. Giraffes are my favorite, but these little sloths are pretty darn cute, and same with the penguins. I think would be adorable, especially for winter card. But look at how cute they are, just like that. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to show you that once you've got your masking done, you can actually stamp around the edges a little bit. So I'm going to take these cute little leaves that they would love to munch on, and I'm just going to do a little tone on tone, and I'm going to go just like this, just a little bit over here and over here. I could have done that when the mask was on, and of course then it would continue to just have the mask, but I want to do 1, 2, and I'm going to do a little bit over here in the corner, just like that. And I'm going to take a little greeting now, and we're going to use that basic gray again. So we're just using a couple colors, a little bit of masking with our beautiful stamp. And this one says, I believe in you. And we're going to put that right here. Just like that. That's sweet. So again, very simple, but with that masking, it adds so much depth without adding another layer to your card. And you can see with the deckled edge there, it gives a raw enough edge to it that it looks really pretty. Could you emboss? Absolutely, you could emboss. You could emboss in these circles, and you know what? You just might see that by the end of the hour. Just saying. Okay, but we're going to finish this one off, and then we will add a little bit of embellishment. So I went and added this timber, which I thought would be great for this in the gray, and we're going to pop this out, and we're just going to add a few embellishments. Oh, there's our first take. Okay. And then we are going to add maybe some gems here. Let's have a look and see what we've got. That is perfect. I'm going to bring in, let's go for these ones right here. I love these. These are the adhesive back. These are the sparkle gems. It's going to add a little bit of sparkle to it. So because we've got gray here, I'm going to go for these sparkly, kind of silvery sparkle ones. So we're going to go one. Let's see. We're going to go one. I'm going to move that. I'm going to go here. 1, 2. I'm going to do a little one. We're going to do 5 on here. 3. I'm going to do one on our mast area, another one kind of right over here, and a big one right down over here. Okay, so there we have got a really adorable card and some masking done. One layer, I did pop it up here. You don't have to pop it, and there's no extra popping here. So that also means no extra cost for our mailing, right? So there's our first kind of basic masking. We ripped a hole on this one. It almost makes it look like it's been watercolored, doesn't it? And then this one here with using a die cut to cut out a circle for you. And I mean, the possibilities are endless because we have so many different shapes of dies that you could do tons of different shapes. And you could do just for greetings too. Okay, there's so many different things I could show you today, but I had to just stick with a couple. So there is card number 2. Okay, we ready for more? Let's see what else we got. Okay, what to do next? We're going to go into Christmas. We're going to do polar bears next, okay? And again, I want to stick to some things that you are going to have, you know, probably in your craft room somewhere. We all have Post-it notes, right? We all have Post-it notes. Mine just happen to have my name on them, okay? But we all have Post-it notes. And I've got some layers of red and navy. Okay, so I'm going to go in with some masking using Post-it notes and different colors. So I am going to move these first 2 cards out of the way because I don't want to get ink and mess on those, and we'll have a look at them all later. But I'm going to bring in some real red, some balmy blue, Night of Navy. I think I'm going to use Night of Navy. Depends how many corners I mask off, and then some Old Olive. Okay, so I'm going to take Post-it notes, and I'm going to take a stamp set that has multiple images. So that is important. I'm going to bring in our very cute polar bear set, okay? Or really, it doesn't even have to be polar bear. You could color these guys in. They could be a black bear or a brown bear, right? For all occasion or masculine cards. But we are going to bring in a couple images from here. We're going to bring in definitely, I think we need some snowflakes. I'm going to have quite the mess to clean up after today, that's for sure. So worth it. And actually, you know what? We're going to take, and I'm going to take 2 stamps and I'm going to put them onto 1 block. What? I am, right? Just like that. It's going to make it quicker for me for stamping. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little tiny present. And I think I'm going to use the scarf because I have the scarf out. So that's 1, 2, 3. Deciding whether I need one more. I might. I'm going to take maybe the little tiny, the little baby bear. I think that would be really sweet. We're going to use the baby bear too. So I will wait and get a block for my baby bear here in a second once I finish off the other ones, but I'll put baby bear there. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to assign each stamp to a different color. So I'm going to do snowflakes with the balmy blue. I'm going to do presents with the real red, and I'm going to do scarves with the old olive. Okay, this is all doable, right? So we have got a multi-stamp set. Multi-stamp set. Hope that made sense. Okay, we have got Post-it notes, and we have got all of our colors here. Okay, so we're going to start with masking off one area, and I'm going to make it bigger. So you may have to use a couple Post-it notes, but we got this. I'm going to start like this. Okay, so I'm going to mask off this area right here. And I think for this top corner, I am going to use, I'm going to do navy. And we're going to start right off the bat with these cute polar bears. Let's see. I can fit a couple in there for sure. Okay, I'm going to start with my color. Move these ones aside. Give me some elbow room here. Now, with my Post-it notes, it will keep my page nice and still because it's going to kind of mask it right to my work surface. And I am putting on my navy. Okay. I think that should be good. I'm going to now take my polar bear. So I'm going to have to take off my scarf here, put my polar bear on there, and I'm going to stamp this cute little bear. Look at that. So adorable. It's going to go right there. Okay, so I've got my bears there. Okay, step one, see that? All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this one off, and can you see what it's doing here? It masked off that area. I'm going to flip my little Post-it note, and I'm going to put it right on the edge, right where those polar bears were. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to extend here, just like that, so that it goes to the edge. And now I'm going to mask out this area. So every time you do this, you just kind of let the Post-it notes kind of take your guide and go where they go. I'm going to do, I think, red right here. And you're going to work your way around, and you're going to mask different areas, and you're going to see what a really cool backdrop this is going to make for our featured polar bear. We'll call him Polar Bear Bob. Sounds like a good polar bear name. Okay, and we're going to see what type of backdrop that makes for Polar Bear Bob. Okay, he's going to look pretty cute with all of this stuff. So I'm masking now with Real Red, and I'm going to stamp in Real Red. So I'm doing a little tone on tone when I do these little compartments of color. Okay. Like I said, you all have Post-it notes, so this is going to be another great one to give a try. I'm going to just go random with my presents. What you want to make sure that you do is that you go over the edge, right? Because that's what's going to give you the effect of masking, is going over the edge. So you can see I'm going over the edge of where the Post-it notes are, and over the edge of the paper too. Let's see. We're going to get quite a few presents in here. This one needs to go just like that. Okay, and that is in that one area. Okay, you guys with me? Good. All right, now I can take this one off, and look what we've got. Isn't that so cool? And then, let's see, we're going to take this one away. We're going to take them both away, and I want you guys to see so far, that is what we've got. Isn't that amazing? So now we're going to go across, and we are going to go this way. Now this is going to take definitely a little bit more masking, because we want to make sure that we cover up all of our last compartments here. Okay. So you're going to go through a few Post-it notes, but you get to move them around. That's about as much as I need. Okay, so now we've got this area. Now we get to choose what we're going to do. I probably have maybe 2 more compartments left. I'm going to double up on our polar bears, I think, but we are going to do, I think, some scarves in here. So we're going to go green. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you guys are liking this. Let's see. I need my green little blender. There it is. I was going to say, how can I lose things already? Okay, so I'm going to go in with green. Whoop. I am so sorry. There we go. It is my parents that are wanting me to visit, and I am planning on going, or they're not wanting me to visit. I'm going down to visit them later today, but I am sure they have some requests. They always like, when they know that I'm going to be coming, they always have requests on if I can bring, you know, a certain thing, their favorite things. Usually it's some sort of snack that I pick up for them, because I always say to them, you know, what type of snack would you like? And they definitely have their favorites. And see, that's a message that they're leaving me, I'm sure, with a list. They're so cute. So I'm going to go down and visit them after class here, after I'm done creating. So it's a good day today. I get to create with you and get to go visit with my parents. This morning we went for a lovely walk. Lance and I did with Jim. And then tonight, Friday night, we had a request from our youngest. She'll be home she's back at school doing kinesiology, so she has a long day, and her request was to make homemade pizzas tonight. So while I go grab their snacks, I will be getting some stuff for pizza. Okay. All right, so now we've got those compartments there. You can see how putting the papers up right close to the edge of the last one really makes the difference. I'm going to go over this way, and I'm going to do our light blue in this corner, and then we're going to do go back with the navy and do some mini baby polar bears over here. So we're going to repeat one of the patterns twice, but I'm going to go in with the snowflakes over in this corner, and let's see what we've got here. There we go. So this is Balmy Blue I'm using now, and I'm just shading this one just nice and light. And because I've got both of the snowflakes on there, let's see how they're going to stamp. Perfect. Then I can go in and I'm going to do both sizes here. And this is going to look really cool. So I'm making sure, again, I'm going over onto those Post-it notes, because that's what's really going to give you the amazing effect of the masking. There we go. Like that. That one was quick and easy. We are getting there. It's looking so good. And then let's go this way. Okay. We're going to do those baby polar bears. I had to do them twice because we're going to put Bob, the big polar bear, in the middle. So I figured needs to be surrounded by some baby polar bears. Okay. So let's go back to that navy and making sure we kind of hold down those corners of the Post-it notes. Okay, just like that. It looks like a quilt. It kind of does, right? It does look like a quilt. In fact, if this would be really stepping it up. Imagine, and I'm just doing the techniques today, so I'm not going to step it up, but you might see this in maybe one of my Sunday mornings, because now that I have revisited all of these fabulous techniques for masking, I can see some of these coming into play for sure for our Sunday morning step ups. But imagine now taking what we have created here And it does go quicker. Once you've done it a couple times, it definitely goes a lot quicker. But taking this piece, are you ready for it? We're almost done. This is the last one. Yeah, I know. It's like revisiting things, right? Someone's saying that they remember, they've forgotten about this technique, maybe tried it before, but look at how cute that is, right? So now imagine taking this and running it through a texture. Oh my goodness, then it would really look like a quilt, right? Because you would have that feeling of the texture, right? Especially I could see if one of our basic textures that has the crisscross, that would be awesome. We are going to, so take this now and we're going to finish it off. So this is the backdrop. What do we think? Do we like it? We're going to frame it in some navy, which is going to make it pop. Okay, just like this. Oh, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. There we go. So that's all framed in. Makes a difference, hey, when you frame it in the dark. Okay, and then we're going to take a little, we're going to do a greeting. I want to keep it fairly small because I don't want to lose too much of our gorgeous backdrop. Okay, we are going to frame it in again in the red. So let's take and pop that up now. Okay, and another thing, when you're doing these techniques, you don't need a whole lot of supplies, but you also don't need to add too much more. You don't want to take away from the beautiful backdrop that you've created. So you don't need to add a bunch of ribbons and different elements on the card. I mean, you can, and I'm going to stack one up for you in a little bit, but you can keep it fairly basic. So I don't want to cover up too much. So I'm going to take just a white piece and I'm going to do a little Merry Christmas, and I'm going to do, I think, a polar bear. And I've got one ready to punch out, I think. Look. Now, as I say this, I gotta grab some white. As I say this, I don't think my polar bear punch, of course, is anywhere near me right now, so I may have to grab him. And you guys will have to talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I think you can do that. Whoop. So let's see. Let's do a little Merry Christmas. Just like that. And I may, oh, I just thought of course, another thing I could do, I may have to do like masking part 2. Okay, would anyone be opposed to that? I may have to do another whole session in masking. Masking take 2, because there is other ideas that are coming into my head as I'm doing these ones, but we're going to stick to what I've got planned, and you will definitely see some more masking fun coming up, I think. Okay, so there we have got the Merry Christmas. Now I'm going to bring in my cute little polar bear. Let's see, I did stamp him. I also have a Christmas tree, but I think that all we need is Bob the polar bear on here. I think is all we're going to need. So I am going to grab my punch. So you guys chat. Tell me what you like so far. Polar bear, polar bear. Oh my goodness. Where have I got it? You know what? It's probably right around here. That's okay. What I'm going to do is I am going to cut him out. Even though we do have actually a punch for this, it's going to take me less time for me to cut this guy out than it is for me to try and find my punch right now. Okay? But that's okay, because you know what? You may not have a punch to go with your bear or whatever you're featuring, and you may have to do a little bit of fussy cutting. And fussy cutting is like therapy. it forces you to slow down a little bit. Take a little breath, right? Which normally I would be doing, but I'm fussy cutting live, so that's a little bit different. But I'm gonna get through it here. All right, check out this is a test to my cutting skills. No pressure. All right, he's taking shape. He's looking pretty handsome. We're gonna put him on the card, and then we're just gonna add a little bit of embellishment. And that is, there we go. That was pretty good. Now, let's see where we're going to put him, because this is actually a larger Merry Christmas than I thought. So I'm going to put this all the way to this side, and let's see, or maybe I'll put this all the way to this side. I'll put him there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to make him fit. So I'm going to pop this over here, and we will, even if we gotta give him a little trim on his backside here, he is fitting on this card. If I had done it the other direction, I'd have lots of room for my bear. Oh, he's fitting on there. Look at that. He just made it. Just made it. Okay, but you can see how that's all you need for this card, because all the masking in the backdrop is your focal point and looks fabulous once it's all done. And all you need to do is add a sprinkle of joy, and by that I mean sprinkle of some sparkles here. Let me see what I've got. Might as well go with these guys again. I have them right here. Maybe I'll do the black color just to pop it out a little bit. Okay, and we'll do one just to show up a little bit more. A nice neutral 1, 2, and we'll do another one right down here, 3, 4, and let's see, we're going to do one on the Merry Christmas there. Okay, so there we have got our third card for our masking. All right, let's see here, watching the rerun. Okay, we still have 2 more cards to do. I'm going to hop in, so you can catch me on the replay if you've got to run, but if you've got another half an hour, you're going to want to see some of this stuff. Okay, maybe grab a snack, because I want to at least show you one more card. If I don't get to the other one, that's okay. We are going to, we can always do another video, all right? But there is number 3. Okay, all right. So now that we've done all that, what am I going to do next? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to bring in some supplies that we have in the catalog, okay? So these are just some other tools. I got stamps everywhere. Love it. These are just some other tools that you can find in the catalog, and they're different types of masks that are made for you. Okay, so I'm going to show you where these ones are. We're going to use a couple different items out of here. We are going to use these ones right here, number 3. The artistic masks. So you can see that there is a couple different masks here, and there's a setup here, and these make all sorts of beautiful designs. Okay, and then you can also get, I was looking, trying to figure out where it was in this book, but it was on a different page, and it's actually masking paper. It's in here. I think I folded the page down. Did I? I think I did. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, it's just in a different spot because I couldn't find it, but there it is there on 151. You get 12 sheets, and this is masking paper. Okay, so we're gonna jump from polar bears to bird's eye view because this is so cute. I just had to. Okay, so for your masking, when you're using the masks, you can just take them, put them over white cardstock, any color cardstock, but you can also do just tone on tone. Okay, so I'm going to take this one here, Oh my goodness, Pat, you're making me laugh. I'm gonna take this one here, and she's grabbing her favorite snacks. I put out a questionnaire about your favorite snacks as you craft, or for your snack attack. Hickory sticks. Oh my goodness, who else had hickory sticks growing up? Okay. All right, back to my mask here. So I'm going to take my mask, and this is Pretty Peacock. I'm going to tape this down because I don't want it to move. Okay. And I just want to tape one of these decorative masks over top of my card base. Now, I don't want to get anything on the front of my card, so I am going to take just a piece of photocopy paper, and I'm just going to pop this on this side. Okay, just to cover it up. All right, so now I've got this beautiful decorative mask just on the front. I'm going to take my Pretty Peacock, right here, and I am going to go tone on tone. So I am just adding some beautiful texture without actually texturing it. That makes sense. I'm going to just rub it over top. And you can go light and dark in different areas. But I'm just using my blending brush, and I'm just making circles. How do you clean these decorative masks? Oh, love the questions. Keep them coming. And I will go back and watch all your comments and definitely answer your questions. So for these decorative masks, it's simple. You just rinse them off with water. Our inks are water-based. So you just have to rinse them and let them dry, and they are good to go again. Okay, but that is a good question. You want to make sure you do rinse them in between uses if you're changing colors, because the ink will sit on this plastic surface. Okay, now I can just tell by looking. It's hard for you guys to see this, but I think I've got enough on the front here to make a definite difference when I pull this up. Okay. All right, are we ready? Oh, there's one spot over here. I can see. Before I get rid of it, I gotta hug the edge. Hug the edge. It's because my finger was there. Okay, now I'm ready. All right, you see that? Look at that. Gorgeous, right? Does the mask wreck the blending brushes? No, not at all. Not at all. These brushes are made for the masks and for just blending in general. So it does not harm your brushes at all. There's like so many bristles in here, and they're super soft. You just have to go light. You don't have to go really hard. But look at that beautiful backdrop. And you could use multiple colors. Think of fall backgrounds with all your yellows and oranges and Cajun craze and all of those, and then placing leaves over top of them. Okay, the reason why I'm saying that is because we might not get to the last card here, but we are doing, if we do, it's leaves. Okay, so again, I masked it from the front, or front from the back, so it's just on the front. Okay, so that is another fun way for masking, and those packages have multiple masks in them. Now, I am doing a different technique. Oh my goodness, I got ink on my fingers. I'm hoping it doesn't get onto my cute, adorable little birds here. Let's see. I have got just a white piece that I'm going to do now, and I just have to see, I took out, oh, there it is. Perfect. So there is, I'm getting out the pieces for this next card. This is, again, the bird's eye view, and I did peel off some bird pieces off my blocks as I was creating. I'm having a feeling that it might be stuck to the bottom of something. That's okay. You know what? I have already done the pre-stamping. I was going to stamp, but you guys know how to stamp, so I can just move on to the next wow moment and move us along. Okay, but I'm going to show you. I basically stamped one of these cute little guys down here in the corner, and then just some balloons that are floating away, because this is going to be a cute little birthday card. Okay, We could even pick a different one just for interest's sake, just so you can see how cute this is going to be. And it gives me a chance to see one of these other birds. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. Okay. Okay, so there is a different bird, and let's do a different pair of, this is the best part of this stamp set. Check this out. Check out those glasses. That is the best part of this set. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, so this was my starting point for the front of this card. Okay, now through the magic of television and our lives here, I have already stamped one here, and you can see that I have colored him all up here. We're going to call him Bert. Okay, this is Bert the bird. That's what we're going to call him. Okay, so now that I have stamped and I have gone ahead and done the balloons, I've colored in this adorable little bird with the cute little glasses. Love the glasses. We are going to add some masking on top of this. So you could simply do just a simple card like that, stamp a greeting, right? But if you wanted to take it to the next level without, you know, not a whole lot of extra supplies, I'm going to show you. You are going to grab, oh, there's my birds. They were hiding right where they should be. You are going to grab, this is our masking paper. And what you're going to do is you're going to stamp these same images onto the masking paper. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the black. And because he has these adorable glasses on him, you have the opportunity to either just mask the bird, or you can mask the glasses as well. And I'm going to show you what it looks like with masking both. Okay, now once you have stamped this onto our masking paper, which is just this thin paper, it's got a little layer on it that's kind of sticky on this side, you are going to cut it out. Okay, you're going to cut out your image that you stamped on your card, so it doesn't matter what you're using, and you're going to make sure that you cut on the lines, okay, because you want this to hug right over top of your bird. Okay, I've already done that. So let's bring in my pre-cut little masks here. Okay, and here it is here. I'm going to peel him. So I'm going to peel the backing. We stamp this guy out and we cut him nice and close. And I'm going to cover him up exactly just like that and cover him up completely. Can you see that? We're going to need to get this off of here so we can work. So cover him up completely. Then, because I wanted to mask also the glasses, I went and I stamped the glasses, and I'm going to put those over top of the glasses. I had to do them separately because, you know, you're going to stamp them in possibly a slightly different area, so you can't cut them together. Okay, so they're all masked. Then I did, yes I did, go to the treble. Let's see, I think this is off of here. Is it? Maybe, maybe not. I went to the trouble of also cutting out balloons. I did. So this takes a little, of course, a little bit more work, but you guys are going to see that it is worth it. Hold on. This is where those new glasses would come into play if I was used to them. But I'm not quite used to them yet, so it would take me actually longer, I think. Okay. So I'm now putting the mask over top of the balloon and over top of our bird. Okay? You guys following? This is going to be the last card for today, and then I will do another one for you. Maybe I will do masking on Sunday when I do Step Up Design, and you can see what the next one would have been. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of yellow for this sunshine. We're going to take a little bit of blue, and we are going to take a little bit of green, and we're going to do a little bit of masking. Okay, so let's get carton fly. It does. Oh my goodness. All right, and I have to give some gifts away, right? So before I peel the masks off here, I'm going to give away a couple things, I think. Now that you guys have seen this masking paper, I'm going to give away a little bit of masking paper here in a minute. So I'm going to do a little bit of green just down here for the grass. So I'm taking this very white kind of start card, which would look very, very cute just on its own for sure. Okay, so you don't have to do this extra step, but if you want a kind of a cool wow factor, especially with the glasses, oh my goodness, you guys are going to see what it looks like. It's going to make those glasses, it's going to have like big, huge eyes on them. It's going to be adorable. I'm going to do a little bit with the sky, okay, which is going to make all of these balloons pop as well. So let's bring in a little bit of sky, and I'm not going to worry about blending too much up here because we want kind of movement in that sky. So I'm just adding just over top of those balloons like that. Okay. All right. You thought that he looked like he had big fly eyes before. You just wait. I'm going to get some yellow though. Here I have it. And we're going to do yellow in the center. And the reason why, you know, I might not always do a little color in the center, but because we've masked this, I want to have color around this mask that we put over this bird here, because it's going to make it just pop so much more. Okay, so there we have got our adorable bird. He's all covered up. You guys are gonna have to wait and see what he looks like. Now, I think I want to add my greeting and everything on it first, so that when I peel it off, it'll be all done and you guys can see how cute it is. So for my greeting, I decided to go with just a little happy birthday to you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just chop this up just like this, like so. Let's see. And I'm going to piece it. Okay, so this is kind of another fun thing that you can do with your greeting, especially ones that are all lined up like this. You could just chop down the center of them all. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of crazy cut each piece, so make it angles and make it fun. And we are going to do a little happy birthday, and then a to you. Again, we're just going to chop it a little bit like that. Okay, so we're going to put those on like that. Okay, now let's see what else I have in my little bag of tricks here. I was looking for my Wink of Stella, because you could flick a little bit of Wink of Stella or sparkle over everything, which would look fabulous. Mine is, see, I went and cleaned up. That's my problem. And then I decide to organize. Now I know I'm not alone on this. Decide to organize. Okay, I'm going to organize my craft room after, you know, in a different way, after many years of it being, I wouldn't want to say chaotic, but uniquely organized is what I would like to say. And then on a day like today, think to myself, okay, I know I put my Wink of Stella somewhere. If I see them in the next little bit, you'll get Wink of Stella on here. If not, you guys know you can just splatter it over top, right? Okay, so we're going to do happy. We're going to pop out the happy. We're going to cut up this one too. I'm just making it a little bit skinnier because I want to pop out these happy birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Takes a little bit, but like I said, it's going to be worth it. Okay, there's that one. Come on, stick on there. 1 and 2. Right now they're wanting to stick more to my fingers. I think because my fingers, I've been working with a lot of paper and my fingers are a little dry right now. There, okay. And then I just need a little one for you. So I'm just going to trim it off of here, which would be easier. Okay, we're almost through. This is our 4th card. I think we've done well. Okay. All right, happy birthday to you. I love it. I'm going to pop it on here. I'm making you guys wait before I take the masks off. Isn't that nasty of me? But that's what I'm doing. I'm making you wait. You gotta wait and see. Looking forward to seeing what it looks like. You gotta wait, right? Making you wait to the end. Wicked, aren't I, hey? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Okay, so now that, oh, let's not put it on upside down. Now that I've got your attention here, I'm going to put my embellishments on first. I know, not terrible. And I am going to, but I'm going to do something nice here. I know I'm making you wait to see this one because it's going to look so cute. I am going to give away some of this masking paper, okay? So I am going to give 3 sheets to the, let's see here. I'm going to start with 6, 7, and 8th comment. So let's see what we've got here. You guys want to put a comment out there? Let me know how I'm doing. And we're going to have some winners of some masking paper. So let's see here. Da, 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 da. Let me see. Let me know what you think. I've got my stars ready. We need 3 winners. I'm going to wait for those as I get my embellishment. Oh, there we go. Donda 1. Let's see. Do we have any more comments out there? 1. Janice 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lynn, you're getting masking paper. Lynn. Let's see. I need a couple more. Lynn, Christine, and Lynn, Christine, and Eva. Nice. Christine, C, Eva, N, and Lynn, B. All right, ladies, we have got some masking paper coming to you. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to separate that and I'll mail you guys out some. You can give it a try. Now let's put our embellishments on and then we'll take our masks off and you're going to see those big eyes of our bird here with the glasses. I'm going to do a little bit of color for our sparkle. I'm going to use these cute little gems because I thought they would be really adorable. The tinsel gems, this is the 4-pack. So this is Live and Lime Twist. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, and let's do another one here by this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right, we're going to take our mask off, okay? Here we go. We'll start with our balloons. So just peel them off. 1. We're bringing our color back. Now this here is a new little gadget for our Take Our Pick tool, and it is definitely handy for this sort of stuff. We've got a new, if you looking for Take Your Pick tool stuff, which I love my Take My Pick tool, we have new attachments. So this is one of them. Okay, ready? We're going to check out the buggy eyes. Okay, and that'll lift it up. There it is. Come on, come on. There you are. There you are. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. So cute. And there's the big buggy eyes. Oh, look at that. So there, now we have got our balloons floating up And with our colors that you colored before you masked, right? And then we have got our bird with our big white eyes there through the glasses. That was all masked up before we added our color to the background. So cute. Okay, so there we have one huge mess on my craft table, but so worth it because we have got 4 fabulous mask cards, and I really do hope that you guys try some of these really easy techniques out. Okay, so we started with just ripping. Remember, this was just all it was ripping just a piece of photocopy paper, right? And then masking some color on there, stamping with a pop of Calypso Coral. We went to our giraffe. Again, photocopy paper, cut out one of those deckled circles, stamped, add a little texture. Okay, and then we got out the Post-it notes. This one took a little bit longer with the Post-it notes, right? But, oh, so cute. And again, you don't need a whole lot on top of it because you have made such a fabulous backdrop. I could see this with fall colors and fall leaves as well, right? I've done it with, there's an old set that was like a carnival set. So you had like the Ferris wheel and the tents and all the kind of circus stamps. So just a multi-stamp set, and use the little stamps and then a bigger stamp for your feature. Okay, and then we used our decorative mask, and we did some masking paper to mask out those birds, which are really adorable. Okay, so if you want to give it a try, make one of these cards. Okay, put it in the comments of what you made. I will enter you. You have a week until next week when we do embossing folders is what we're going to play with. But one of you will walk away with these Plenty of Patterns decorative masks. So this is a whole other set that has tons of fun masks that you can use with your sponges, your blending brushes, your daubers, and add some great backgrounds to your cards. Okay, if you want to hop on in and share the video, tag a friend, then you are going to get my newest Funfold class mailed to you. I will do a draw, and I will do this again on Friday. So we'll do a couple draws on Friday, one for the challenge, one for sharing, and we'll do those draws next Friday when we do the embossing folders. Okay. All right, so let me just see. I'm going to switch my camera. And one question before we go. Which card or technique did you like the best? Was it the most simple that gave you a nice kind of like watercolor mark? Was it using the dies, the Post-it notes, which everybody has, right? Or the papers? Which was your favorite? I know it's hard. It's hard to decide, but I'm going to just go to, let's see here. Where am I on here? Facebook Live. There I am. There. Okay. Hello. I'm back. The face behind the mask. All right. So the last thing that I just want to let you know about is we have got Card Club. It is October Card Club. It is using the polar bears. Okay, you make 8 cards. You get 18 6x6 papers. You get a full package of embellishments and half a bolt of fabulous the sparkle ribbon in the balmy blue. And you get to join me to make 8 cards in the month of October. So this class is $45. And if anyone still wants to grab this, my registration is open just till the 10th, or if the 4 spots that I have left fill. Okay, so it's one or the other. So I've got 4 spots, and the form automatically turns off whatever happens first. Okay, so the next 4 people to register, or on the 10th it shuts down, and then I have got November that will start, the registration will start for the Merriest Trees. Okay, so all right, everyone, we've had so much fun together, and thank you so much again for joining me. I love creating for you, and I hope that you look forward to learning about embossing folders next. I have one masking card I didn't get to. You will see it at some point. I'm going to pop on, so maybe like have your notifications on so that you know when I go live, and you might just see it then or catch the replay. But the next time you're going to see me here is going to be on Sunday morning, when we do our Sunday morning step up at 9 a.m. followed by Thursday 6:30 in the morning for our quick 5-minute cards, and then back here Friday for another little bonus like today, but with embossing folders. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you all joining me, and I will see you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.